Hello, good evening. I need to turn my mic up a little bit. All right. So, um, today we're hitting the flstudio. You can see I have my Toho Music Attempt 11 pulled up here. Quick disclaimer: I don't have chat open because like it's full screen, and my monitor has a smaller resolution than I'm used to. But I do have it open on my phone, so I don't know how that's gonna play out. Another disclaimer, I don't know any music theory. I just kind of watched like a series of videos put out by Electro, like Toho music composition tutorial, and I just kind of follow that and got to where I am here. So I don't actually know what I'm doing. I wouldn't know my notes off the top of my head. Why is it not playing sound? Oh wait, no, that one's muted. Okay. But yeah, I know it's gonna be a lot of 6-7-1 for the chord progression, and then we'll worry about the melody when we get there. One thing that I do want to try out for today is this like descending chord progression. Let me make sure. Okay, seems to be a little bit quiet, but as long as it's audible. This piano is also kind of quiet by itself. Up a little. That's not the right button. That's my Windows key. Okay, like there maybe. Okay, I think that's good. 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 Okay, I think that's BPM, I usually have it around 160, but might turn it lower actually for today. So yeah, let's try to work with this chord progression. Let's call this like descending, evil sounding, yeah. Yeah, okay. Then I have a lot of like sound font instruments. I have the Zoom bit. But I'd like to just build it out with piano first and then see where we can go from there. So using this, let me actually copy it over to another octave because I don't know my notes. Alright, that should be good, right? Okay. So one method that the video series, I might link it in the description or something, but one method that they mentioned for coming up with your melody is just kind of like using one of the notes in your chord. I think this is actually like, yeah, that sounds right. Something inverted. Okay, it goes here. How does that sound? Okay, yeah. The music theory. I don't know anything. I'm gonna extend it out to 3 notes. Just that's alright. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's try to work with this and not make Junko's theme. In fact, just to make sure we don't do that, I'm gonna change this to a different key, maybe like G sharp. It's a little bit low. Like A sharp. And copy this over just to emphasize the descending thing, whatever it was called. Oh no, I've misaligned it. Okay. Alright. Yeah, stream delay seems to be only like 10 or 15 seconds with low latency. I'll make sure that it's still good. Okay. Yeah. It sounds so like evil and menacing. It ends with Toho. So yeah, let's see what we can build off of this. So I think he said like use these chord notes as checkpoints, quote unquote. Make this a different color. And I don't know what kind of rhythm do we want to go. Maybe like a 3-3-2. It's pretty standard. And then I made these so that basically the bigger ones are the ones we want to use more often. And then these are like, don't use it as often. Just as a visual indicator for myself, because again, I don't know what I'm doing. Kind of a big jump. I also can't really hear it. Make it louder. Why are these different volumes? Let's just normalize that real quick. Okay. That does not sound right. I want to make it, so maybe I should follow this. Okay, but it doesn't have to be the root now. It can be like what's the one under it? C sharp. And it doesn't really have to be one of the chord notes, but it just makes things a little bit easier. Keep that there, and then maybe end. I want to make this 16, so I'm just gonna repeat it and maybe not end there until the second time around, because having it end on the root note makes it sound final. Maybe. It does. Okay, maybe not end on one. Let's see. Hear it. Currently it's that's not the right button. That's 6, okay. Yeah, I like that. Bum bum bum. And then this sharp 5. Move it down. Oh, there, I think. I want to make this go up. Hold on. Oh wait, I think one easier way of doing this like key thing is time, no, not time signature. Key marker, right? What's this? A sharp minor. The first one maybe. Like so. That doesn't look right. A sharp. Wait, A sharp minor harmonic. Change. Key scale A sharp. I guess we'll just go down the list. No. My melodic sounds right though. It should be this note. Hold on. My natural. Okay, yeah, that's right. So that sounds a little bit off. Alright. We'll keep it mostly 3-3-2 for now. I'm thinking of this more like a verse as opposed to a chorus. We'll see how it pans out. I don't know, I'll just do something random. It sounds a little bit like Steel Ball Run. Okay, now it's entirely steel wall run. It's I kind of have concealed four seasons in my head. It's the hidden star in four seasons song that sounds like Necrophantasia but isn't Necrophantasia. Okina's first theme. And what note? Okay. Maybe like C? Okay. It's not too bad. Let's try to fix the beginning here. What if we don't start with a sharp? I feel like this should go in the repeat. It also feels a lot more like F minor instead of A sharp minor. I don't like that. Where is my what notes? Where are my notes? Okay. There. Okay, even though I don't like it, it's kind of stuck in my head already. Okay, well, it's kind of like this climbing bit goes in this part, but this can be moved back. I'll just copy it back for now. And we'll find some other way to climb without making it sound like it belongs here. You know, like the second part of a musical phrase, whatever it's called. Oh yeah, one thing you can do is make this end on the fifth note. So the F will even sound good on the F, because we're using some weird stuff. Maybe. Seriously, listen. Oh, let's make it down like here, maybe? Okay, maybe having a drum pattern will give us a little better of a sense of what to do here. And also I do everything on one pattern. It's because I like before actually starting to make stuff myself, I analyze a lot of those free MIDIs from the Game Banana archive for Toho Music. And MIDIs have everything on one pattern, so I just kind of do everything on one pattern. It's probably not a good habit, but yeah, it's a little bit loud. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. Kick, or that's the kick. Snare. Probably be good for now. That F is a little bit high, but okay, with this, hopefully it gives us a little better of a sense of structure or something. Ah. I want to make it quick, like ba-da-da-da-da. Okay. Fine tuning a little bit, but this is giving a little bit too much in Sea of Four Seasons. If I add something here, maybe. I like that. Alright, I have a bad habit of making the final note trail off a little bit. We'll worry about that later, okay. Okay, since we have this, we need a little bit more of like fast notes. Otherwise it sounds a little out of place. Maybe just like funky, quick notes. Maybe. Good work here, I think. I like to do the thing where pan it a little bit when doing these quick stuff. Well, let's make that a different color just to stand out a little bit. Makes I dropped my water. Makes changing stuff a little bit easier. Let me grab that real quick. Take a sip of that real quick. Okay. Kind of like what we have so far. So I'm not so sure about mute it for now. Maybe not this whole thing, but what does that do? Delete. Oh, that's delete. Right, let's just make it like one note. Two notes maybe. This I love using, but I feel like I use it too much. But okay, maybe it works here. Maybe with some syncopation. Okay, we'll stick with one for now. Okay, since I'm using that here, I'll have to find somewhere else to put a like 5, 1, 2 kind of thing. Why does that sound so weird? Is this the 6th note? Find somewhere else to put it. I like this though. I can borrow this, maybe. Oh no. That is aligned, okay. Keep the volume the same, but change the pan back to... Should go the other way, maybe? Like I said, I overuse a little bit, so... yeah, just this that was fine. Okay. I have something going on here. I wonder how it sounds with the zoom pit. So let's just copy this whole thing over because I kind of like saving my work and having a little bit of a timeline. But like here, sounds the same. All right, let's change this to a zoom pit. See how that sounds. That is loud. Turn you down a little. Yeah, I like doing it with velocity instead of kind of got a thing going on. I think Zimpit sounds better with harmony. I'll figure that out first with piano. Redo that. No, where's the redo button? No, paste. No, paste. Okay. That should be right. So let's try to put some harmony on this. I'm bad at harmony. I'm bad at a lot of music theory, but let's do a color that's not that. Text is white. Okay. Okay, what notes are good? This is what happens when you learn music theory from YouTube. Okay. I mean, from what I know, it's like try to use chord notes. If not, use one of these. If not, use like other ones. If not, good luck. Turn stuff a little bit quiet if there's too much dissonance. I could try upper harmony as well. Okay, also with these weird notes, I've never used like this chord progression before, so it could be a little bit challenging. We'll just kind of sound it out. I don't know. No. Let's mute it for now. The problem with this note is that it sounds too final. Hi, good evening. Yeah, I turned stream delay a little bit lower. I kind of have something cool going on here. I'm using this like Junko theme / other newer Zen theme, Zen music, descending chord progression. But yeah, I kind of on something. Now trying to put a little harmony on it. Oh yeah, okay, so it's C sharp. No. I need my scale again. Give me that. Put it here. Looks like... Well, we tried G sharp. Like, okay, what? G. here's where we can have it go into major. I forgot the name for it. Wait. Okay, that is the third. Why that sounds a little bit weird. Okay, we can probably just hear from the beginning. Okay, let's hear the whole thing. There's a little bit of dissonance. Okay, something weird going on here and something weird in the beginning. Let me listen closely again. Okay, okay, so that's C sharp and that's C. It's fine, maybe I move this down. How does that sound on its own? How's that sound compared to the other one? Let's do that. Copy and paste it. I'll do this. Okay, so that's major, and this is something either diminished or augmented. Okay, I like this, the one we had, but it doesn't sound great with the harmony. Okay, that goes a little far. What if we have it climb? Let's make another copy of it. Just to be able to come back if we decide that's not the direction we want to go. Copy the drums as well. Okay. And I need this. It's like my reading glasses. I don't know what sounds good unless I have that. Okay. Make it climb. Yeah, like this sounds fine. To figure out this though, this is what, 4th, 3rd, 5th, also 5th. Okay, we don't want 2 5ths in a row. I could kind of see that, hear that. Harmonizing up by a 6 is kind of a lot. And this is gonna be like on the second repeat. Like first repeat, no harmony, second repeat with harmony. Because the first time isn't called a repeat, but whatever. Okay. How's that sound? All right, that's not bad for like a verse. I could try writing another section, but I'm gonna be very bad at connecting them. Yeah, well, yeah, let's try to do that here. So, I mean, we want to stick with vocal progression 671. But let's see. Let's make this a little bit louder. I don't know why the piano is quieter than other instruments. Like, I even have it turned all the way up here. I don't know. Okay. I can also have it in a different key or something. Worry about key changes later. Actually, since we're, what do you call it? Where is it? Since we're at this, like, major, we can do a key change. Into what, though? Either, I think, maybe down by 4 is, might work. So, 1, 2, 3, okay. G minor. G minor. Minor natural, I think, yeah. We start with piano and writing. Yeah, I just start with piano. Like, I tried to sound it out with actually, it might sound better with Zimpit now. I tried Zimpit, but, like, it does not sound good with just one line of stuff. Let me see how that plays out. That is loud. With more instruments, it'll sound better. It's like, by itself, Zimpit is really strong, I guess. But yeah, I'm thinking like electric guitar slash piano slash Zimpit slash maybe some other synth I'll find in the folders of sound fonts that I have. But yeah, let me change that back for now. Yeah, not too bad, but just more stuff. Maybe like I'll add strings later, just to pad out the mid ranges a little bit. Something music theory. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's change this to G minor. See what we can write here. Kind of like continue off of that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then now we'll just copy this over. Probably okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. So we're gonna. So what is this? This is a sharp major, right? And then is there an A sharp major in here? There is. Okay, it's a 3. What do I do with a 3? Threes are interesting. Okay, what if I move it down one more? Oh, there's no A sharp anymore. That's fine. It's usually changes key by 1, 3, or 4. So that's like from here to here, here, or here. The F sharp should be fine. That's completely different. How will that sound? I think we'll have it G for now. So that equals that. Oh, I don't know how to do key changes. Since we're at a 3, maybe we can. Maybe it's gonna be some weird chords until we reach 6, 7, 1. Oh no, not the right key. Okay. Okay. Let's just put this in here. Maybe just start with 1. Actually, it's like the reverse of this. Let me move that over real quick. Okay, it's better to do it manually. This, and then you have 1, 7, 6. We'll figure it out from there. Move it down. Where was it? D. Where is D? Kind of low. It's fine. Like here, maybe? Okay, so that's 1, 7, 6, 7, maybe 6, 7, 5, 1. Try that. Move this over. No. What's 5? A, F. Okay. I could invert this. That's too low. Five, maybe. I have it like I usually have it tense at the end of like the second stanza line, kind of. Yeah. Musical terminology I am bad at. Okay. Move this all the way over. Is that still a G? It is. Okay. Like I don't know why, but I tend really much to write in A, B, A, C. Recently I've been trying not to do that, like A, B or something, or A, B, C, A. I'll try an A, B, C, A, let's see. Like this part is all A, B, A, C, right? It's hard not to go to this chord again. What if it climbs? That's a 1, so Okay, 2 does not sound great. Yeah, I don't like music theory myself, but I kind of had to learn a little bit from the specifically Toho music theory tutorial, or like Toho composition tutorial by Electro on YouTube. But yeah, even though I don't like math, it's kind of like math. Alright, let's see. Is this major? It is. Could work. That's not right. Okay, what if it even hits a 4? And then go back to 6, 7, 1. So the chords are just you start with your root note and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to 1. I thought it was a lot more they use Roman numerals. I don't know why they use Roman numerals. Like, that is something I'll never do. But yeah, move them back down to here. And then we'll probably have to invert some of these. Big kick drum. Yeah. Okay. Have that kind of rhythm going. Not for there, because this one is kind of special, and this one's the end, so we keep it like that. What if this is also like 3 3 beats, 1 beat thing? Could be a little bit faster. You can change the BPM a little, as long as it doesn't affect the other part too much. Let's see. Let's listen to this instead. $170 maybe? 170 is fine. There's a tendency to just like make it faster and faster because you think it sounds better, but it actually doesn't. But I think 170 is reasonable. Okay, so how does that translate over to here? Okay, first of all, does it even sound good going down so much? It's questionable. We can figure out later. I'm like trying to piece everything together. It's also kind of a bad habit though. Like, I just have it in completely separate chunks and then I abandon the project because I don't know how to connect everything together. Okay. What if we move it up by... You know what, since this... Okay, because it can go up by 134. It can also go down by 134. So we start with this. It can go there, there, or there. Most generally. It can go other places too, but... Okay. So what if it's in B? Like up by 1. Let's select everything. B. One more. It's kind of a smooth transition, right? What is that? D minor. D minor, okay. Yeah, I kind of want that A to stand out a little. Okay, this is weird. We're gonna change that. I think I'm committing a little bit too hard to the ABCA structure. Okay, let's see. So it goes. It's really tense, and it kind of wants to come back to here. What is just something simple like bum 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 bum. Yeah, keep it simple. Alright, let's put a drum pattern down and then write a melody. I usually go chord progression, drums, melody. I have a friend who's really into drums and he just always starts with drums first. I would not be able to do that. Let's see. Carry on over to here, let's see. And what even is this? Like, is it another verse? Is it a bridge? I should consider that. Because I end up writing everything in it all just sounds like verses and they don't connect. That's one of my biggest issues. Okay, Let's see. Change it up a little bit here. 3 3 2 kind of thing. Boom, 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 boom. Is that the same here? Could do something like, oops, something like this. 808 kick and fruity fast distort. I don't know what fruity fast distort is. What is that? Let me Google real quick. I'm just using like some Toho sound fonts, but distortion effect. Oh, interesting. Okay. I would not know where to pull that up. Oh no. Yeah, let's do something funky here. We have a lot of snares at the end. Keep writing like basically this pattern. Keep it like that. So let's copy all that over. Actually, copy that over to this one only. This could probably survive. Talking to it like it's a child or something. There's like other effects, right? Oh, that one's like a... Or this one is. Okay. This is an interesting one. Wait, I kinda like that. Maybe this is where we spam the hi-hats. Ah. Freaking FL keeps jump scaring me. Okay, see how that sounds. Like, I want to say this is a bridge section, but the chords make it feel very much like another verse. Maybe we just separate it for now, except that I don't know how to connect things. I probably won't figure it out for a while, but something to work on. Alright. Ah. Yeah, let's just say this is another verse. Okay. And verses can become choruses. Kind of. In my head. Like, my definition of these phrases might be a little bit different from conventional. Learn everything off of YouTube. Okay. Let's see. Copy this over. Figure out what kind of melody we want. Alright. Do the good old, like, follow the chord notes, kind of. This one doesn't really need, because it's short. What kind of rhythm do we want? Follow this a little. C, okay. I like that. Let's F maybe. And we want M with D, okay. Alright, kind of see how this plays out. What is this? This is like... It's kind of 3-3-2. Oh, bass. I should probably do that on the other thing as well. But let's put a bass in here. Change this to bass. And find one on all of these. Acoustic fretless bass, sure. Not a bad sound. Okay. So, yeah, basically follow the root note. Let's make it a little funky. What's the fifth? A? Even funkier. There's a fast way to do this on FL, I just never bothered. Extend these out. Otherwise it feels a little too jumpy. Make it a little quieter. Sounds like the whole thing. Also, I like this spectrogram instead. Okay, there we go. Doesn't really work with the drums. Maybe I should follow the drums a little better. I'm just kind of looking at the kicks here. Yeah, it is kind of weird, but for something a little more melancholic, maybe. If I just have it play on from the beginning. This is also kind of a weird rhythm. Okay, let's see. Just have it through 2. Tracilo or whatever it's called. Tracilo. Italian. It's kind of like Toho. Like it kind of gives that spacey vibe. I don't know. Have it hold out. A little quieter. Let's figure out the melody. This feels a little low. Something about making it sound singable. Not having too big of jumps. I kind of want to make it funkier. Becoming Love Color Master Spark. Let me take another sip of water. Dropped an octave? Let's see. Oh, it's high for a bass. Yeah, I'm not good at telling that. Yeah. Water has been drank. Yeah. Let's see. So D2. I cannot hear that. Let's make it louder. Invert. Oh no. Invert just this bit, maybe. Let's mute that for now. It's getting a little dissonant. Oh wait, it's so high pitched. Just the bottom. What if we take the fifth? We'll worry about the bass later. I'll figure that out later. Let me see the melody. It's the theme of your story. think maybe this is like here or something. Yeah. Usually bass is better as one note. Okay. Yeah, maybe I was thinking electric guitar too much. But yeah. We'll worry about it later. Funky. I like that as a harmony. I'll keep it. But what notes are we at? Okay. E, G, C, maybe? Drop a little more. We're gonna recreate that clip. It drop off a little bit and then it just turns into funk clown music. Maybe a little low. And what note do we want to end this on? D, so A. Oh, what happens to the drums? Oh no, it's the chord that isn't. Okay, yeah. It gets a little. It fades too quickly. Oh, I think it needs to go down one more. So that's a 5. What does a 5 look like? Wait. Is it the same as here? No, it's not. Sounds descending. Like, half step descending thing. Well, that makes it basically the same as here. That's fine. I like resizing it from the left, but it gets in the way a little sometimes. Let's copy this stuff. Actually, this was... Wait, what does this sound like? We'll keep that, but copy this over for now. Oh no, that starts differently. is it suddenly slightly louder? I think I hit the scroll key on accident. Scroll wheel key, same thing. Right there, okay. Ba-da-dum. That's a little weird. What are we starting with? E, A, sharp, F. F. Maybe don't start with F. Consider where it goes into. Could be a 332. Brain is braining. All 3 of my brain cells are working really hard. Let's see. What does this remind me of? That's not the right chord. Oh, that's pretty simple. It just goes up and then down. This kind of gives a different vibe from the beginning. Move this up to here. I really like this. Like, I have to give it something to make it worth, like, you know, okay. We'll figure that out later. Okay, that reminds me of Fate of 60 Years. Okay. Try not to make Fate of 60 Years. I've done that once before. Just purely on accident. Now that I'm aware of it, let's see. Oh no, it's becoming get out of my head. Get out of my head. Akira. That could work. What? I need to move this over real quick. Okay. Alright. That's kind of taking some form. Right? If I want, what's it called? ABCA, have this and this to be somewhat similar. Let's copy everything over. And okay, this is starting to get really long, but it's okay. Let's see. Grab that. Don't need that anymore. Like I always do the copying thing just in case I go back, but I never end up going back. Usually. It could just be a sign that I haven't written enough. Keep writing stuff. Well, okay, it's not the same chord progression, huh? This doesn't really fit in with the rest of it, in my opinion. Okay, let's get rid of that for now. What if this is also 6-7-1? I'm trying not to think about 6-7, but that's all there is to tell music. Make this one a little shorter and add another one in there. Like, at least have the first 2 or 3 measures the same. No, don't do that. What I mean is, the melody. Like, have this over here somehow. Paste it over C. Hopefully it doesn't sound too, like, final. It could climb, right? That's a bit of a weird jump. I need to fix this a little bit. Because that leads to here, but doesn't go with the chord. A 5. What does a 5 look like again? That's not the same thing, is it? It is the same thing. Okay. Ace. Okay, then it doesn't sound good anymore. Mute that for now. And just have it like that for now. Oh, okay. Something could go in the middle here. I just really like this middle part. Do the thing where it goes up instead. Right? Okay. That sounds weird. Where are my notes? G is fine. Yeah, that just sounds like a whole different section because of that jump. A doesn't sound too bad on second glance, second hearing. Do something in the top or the bottom here as like a fill. I'm thinking like what is it in this key? There we go. Do something funny here. I'm allowed to do this, right? A bit on the top, maybe. We can change it later. I just think it's funny. No, move it up to D. Okay. Let's complete it. Since it's tense, have it as C sharp. That's funny. Okay, that is a weak start. Not the right note. Throws me off every time. Let's make it quieter. You just barely know it's there. Okay. Save that for when we do harmony later. That jump is also kind of big. Really big, actually. But then it just kind of goes low and then high and then stays high. So what if it's just down here? Maybe. Now that sounds weird. Okay, I want to experiment with like piano spam. I know there's a pattern you can do here that's like, where is the next note? E sharp. Maybe not here. Yeah, usually piano spam is like higher ranges. That is still a bit weird. Maybe it's because of the rhythm. 3, 2, 1s. Because of the kick that's here, it's fine. In that case, can we put that same 3, 2, 1s on this? Let's see. And having that start at A is questionable. What is that? 5. Yeah. Yeah, okay. If it starts at D instead, how does that go now? Like up, down, up, down. I should just move this over, huh? Actually, I could do the thing where, like, put it in the background here. Yeah, that helped a lot. Okay. It's getting a little bit JoJo. What is this? No, A sharp. Okay. A sharp could work better. Big jump there. It just goes down. Honestly, sure. Okay. It's workable for now. Maybe let's pivot back to this for a second here. The not harmony version, because I still feel like this is a bit questionable. Why does it sound so similar to the other one? It's in a different key and everything. Maybe it's just because it starts here. This could honestly work like as an intro, just because of the at the end there. I'm gonna do some like crazy drum fill. I don't know how to do crazy drum fills. Yeah. Usually I have like some toms and stuff, but I don't have toms on this drum set. I can pull up another one, but actually I will pull up another one. But also this drum set is like very electronic, so standard, okay. Yes, it's like the other drum set is really electronic, so this one with the more acoustic toms and stuff won't sound the best. Also pan very far. I can change the pan, but like let's say like I don't know. It just kind of contrasts with the electronic sounds. Even if I pan it back. Which way is right? This way? Kind of. Yeah. Like 5, 5, 3, 7. Yeah. So we'll figure that out later. But right, I wanted to put more instruments on this. First of all, bass. A sharp. So if this is high, like here, it's also panned. I don't want it panned. Not yet. I can pan it later. Is this too low, do you think? slow, turn it a little louder. Okay, I don't know how low a bass should be, but yeah. What if it is higher? Bass could also do some funny stuff. My friend taught me the slice tool. Use it to make divisions a lot easier than copy and pasting over the whole thing. This is what happens when you don't step out of your comfort zone too much. You just never end up knowing like there's all these easier ways to do stuff. What if we make this 3-3-3-3-2-2? Okay, maybe it is a little high. I can kind of hear it. Okay. Moving it all the way down here though. I don't know about that. Okay, sounds good. Okay. I kind of like what it's doing at the end there. All right, let's add strings. Maybe a guitar first. Guitar. There's not. I've been trying to find a way to get the Retrolog one, but no luck so far. This one was the good one. Okay. Oh. Maybe it comes in later. Hold on. Not the zoom key. What if even you don't start with drums? Okay, so this is becoming very intro, right? I should write that down. So let's put it here. Time marker. Intro. Okay. And it picks up at the second one. The little drum fill into it. Maybe even no bass. I'll keep it for now because I usually do with bass. That sounded entirely differently in my head. Okay. more drum fill at the end here. Usually they do in the midis that I see. The second one's a little quieter just to not overwhelm it. Yeah, okay. Let's make this one whole note at the beginning, just so that there's more of a build up. Alright, see how that goes. That sounds so JoJo. I just rewatched the Aurora and episode 1 yesterday. It's okay though. Okay, so if that's the intro and then it goes into here. Okay, it's in a different key, but imagine real quick. That could work. Oh, I love this. Okay. Alright, that could work. When did I add the... Oh yeah, I just remember the name. Bikari third, like, transition into major. It's not there. Was it one of these? Oh, it was here, okay. Yeah, for the intro, let's scrap that. But if it does come up later, then we will do this. Oops. We will do this. Yeah. Alright. What time is it? 9. Okay, I have like 30-ish minutes left. Maybe 15. I did say to my friend 10 o'clock, but I could go on a little longer. It's not that serious. It's some gaming. But okay. Let's see. I really like this intro though. Even though it sounds very JoJo. Especially this part. Like the what was that? It was like it just kind of sounds like that. I don't know. Let's pull this one out. Oh, I like this. Okay. Maybe let's add some strings to make this part a little more melancholic. I mean, having piano on piano works, but if we just copy like the top layer of this into strings, is that too high? Too loud. It's not too high. Maybe if I add a little bit of reverb just so it kind of like slides into it. I could do the sliding into it thing manually as well, but I've only used that like once and I don't really know how to use it. Alright. Slowly quiet down and not have it at the end here. Let's see. Oh, we can have a choir. Hold on. I'll do that in a sec. After I do the lowering volume thing. That is so bizarre adventure. Okay, it should really fade out at the last two here. Drum a little bit earlier. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do crazy guitar. That's not the guitar. Where's the guitar? Okay. Oh, here we go. Where are my notes? I need my scale. Legally blind or whatever analogy you can make there. Without the scale. Okay. Put it here. I'll move it down a octave. Generally the range we're working with. Okay. It doesn't really matter because guitar offers enough distortion where you don't really hear the notes, but it's nice to have it on key. And I don't really know what I'm doing here, I'm just kind of going random. Although I feel like this should go up again. Right? That's a G. It looks like it should be D sharp. I don't know if I like that. Mute it for now. Could use it later. Add the syncopation in there. It's very slight. Oh, I should use the slice tool, right. Maybe not with the guitar, just have it hold out. Yeah, something like that. Okay, have this also spam. It could go in really crazy in the middle here, maybe. So it's like, I don't know, some random stuff. Maybe too much or too low. Okay, well, we'll keep it just the last bit for now. Okay, and then it leads into something. Okay. Don't need that anymore. Right, choir, I wanted to say. I wanted to add. Do I have a choir? Let me see. Sound fonts. Not here. I know I have one somewhere. I've used it before. Just not often. Let's search. Windows search. Alright, Windows search said no results. It might be in a collection somewhere. I think this one maybe. Choir ooze. I'd rather have choir Oz. What was the other one? Just toho.sf2. Choir, where are choirs? Aw choir. I distinctly remember it was called choir Oz, but what does this sound like? Let me try to dig for the other one again. I might not have ported it over, in which case this could work, but oh yeah, there we go. 53 stereo choir Oz. Okay, let's call it that. All right. Yeah, this one doesn't have like the like the yeah. Have it a little lower bit here. That's a little bit low though. Even I can't make those noises. Oh. I think I can hit an E. Oh. Yeah, okay, there we go. Maybe let's follow not the fifth, but this. Kind of makes sense because we have it here and then we have the guitar take over for that line. Have it fade out even quicker than the strings. That one's basically not audible. It's like a very slight effect, right? How does it sound here? What if it climbs instead? That's dissonant. How did Junko's theme do it? It's like ba da da ba. Okay, it adds another line to it, but I like it because it's Junko's theme. Move it da 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 da. Okay, and then have it fade out the same way. Maybe a little quieter since it's on the higher end. We'll figure out the stereo stuff next time probably. I'd have to go in 10 minutes or so. But I'm also really bad at stereo being stuff. Yeah. Probably because I've never attended a orchestra concert or anything in my life. Could go to like the local high school ones or something, I don't know. Just get a feel for where instruments are or how to space them out and make them sound good. Yeah, no experience on that whatsoever. Okay, fades out maybe a little too quickly. Like it gets overshadowed by all the other instruments already, so. Okay, now change the drum fill a little bit. What if it starts with this? No. Oh, I can add crashes. Yeah, that's the crash, okay. Maybe not these three. But there for sure, yeah. There, okay. Cool, cool, okay. Let's see, what else can we add? It's honestly fine for our intro. What, like 3-4 voices? We could add harmony to this. In fact, we already did. Oh, it's upper harmony though. Oh, okay. Yeah, thinking about song structure a little bit. Maybe, because I usually just write and not think about that at all, but I realize it's probably better to think about it. Maybe I'll do the later Zoom thing of like, you start with, you have an intro, verse, and then either bridge or no bridge, go back to intro, then verse again, but you add like cooler sounding instrument, maybe some bit, bridge, and then big chorus, big grand finale, a little post chorus, and then maybe a chorus again. Yeah, it's kind of, I'm not too sure how it does it towards the later part of the song, but beginning, it's very clear, like intro, verse, bridge, maybe, and then intro again, verse, ramp up the energy, bridge, chorus. So we'll try to keep that in mind. Probably next time though. But yeah, example of that is like Conceal for Seasons. That's one I'm kind of basing the song off of, and also, I think also, what's her name again? Miko, her theme. Like it comes back, the intro, in the middle of the song before it goes to chorus. Like I like this enough to where I would want it to come back. Some intros I write are just like note spam and I'm not sure I want to hear it again. Okay, right. We're gonna put some harmony on this. Change the color. Alright, harmony, let's go. Are those fifths? Hold on. Those are fifths, okay. We try to avoid fifths in a row. For what reason, I don't know, but that's what the video said. I don't know what's a fifths and what is not when it's like not on the scale. Wow, brain freeze. Okay. C sharp probably. Of course we gotta make it a little quieter. But I don't know if I like. And that's too dissonant. Oh, it could do a little counterpoint thing. Oh, okay. Maybe this is what comes back in the repeat. Because counterpoint in the intro, meh. I usually harmonize by thirds, but I know sixths and other options are available. That's fine. Don't need to harmonize that one. We could though. I don't know. We'll not do it for now. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Okay. Listen to it again. Maybe it fades a bit too quickly, the strings. Concealed 4 seasons stuck in my head. It should not have any volume at all. But okay, it's whatever. Well, for the last few minutes that I do have here, let's clone this. Call it connect everything, because that's what we're gonna try to do. I guess connect what we have so far, but yeah, alright. Let's take that out for now. And then try to connect it to this, or no, try to connect it to... Wait, it is this, right? Hold on. I don't remember anymore. Yeah, that was the one that I didn't like. Okay. So, take all of this out. Burn it with fire. Make sure I clear everything. Okay. And then remove this space. Also remove that. Oh no. Ah. Back from the dead. Okay. Unselect. Okay. Get rid of this. Delete. And then I think we're good to just select that. And then Control Delete. I think that worked. Okay. What other stuff? The drums, right? And that was all. Did not add bass. Okay, cool. Drums. don't need that for now. And then we might have to transpose this if it sounds weird, which it could, but excited to hear it. Let's see. Let's start from here maybe. Let's just keep it as a sharp, see how that sounds. That's a weird note to start on, isn't it? Okay. This might be something to figure out next stream. Bum, 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 bum. So what if it's too weird? Okay. That's raising it by 1, lowest by 1. Lowest by 3. What note is that? D sharp, A sharp, F. Okay, that would be too weird. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I like this part and that part. These. Also, maybe a pause. Maybe. Because it doesn't fit in too well. But maybe like a measure of pause. Drums. And do like some kind of drum fill. Pause in the intro, not ideal, but has worked before. So hopefully can still work now. So did I double any of these on accident? No, okay. Yeah, not ideal. And we can do the key. Oh no, what did I do? It was like right about there. Okay. Okay. We can undo the key change. Back up to like here, I think. Here. I don't know if I like. I'll highlight it for now. I'm really running out of time. I should be wrapping up. But I love flstudio. Okay, that sounds off key now. Did I not select it when moving it? Maybe I didn't. Okay, let's just listen to this intro again. I think, yeah, it is 10 past. I'm gonna have to go and reconvene with my friends. Okay, this intro I'm pretty happy about. And then, yeah, we'll just end it off here for now. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for providing feedback in the chat. That's very helpful because I don't know what I'm doing. I've only been doing this for like a few months. Yeah, hope to improve by writing more, and honestly that's the only way to improve. Just keep writing, or so I've heard. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, pretty happy with what we have so far. I'm gonna make sure it's saved. Okay. And then yeah, I'll have a schedule out by like tomorrow or something. I've been trying to do them earlier, but they keep doing them in the middle of the week. But yeah, I'm a little freer nowadays, so yeah. Yeah, no, you're good. Just the little feedback is already really helpful. So yeah, thanks for that. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, but yeah, pretty good. Pretty good stuff. I'm gonna go now. See you next time, whenever that is, I guess. Goodbye.